Yo. Welcome back to the J&E Comic Cast with your boy, Emilio, known as E, J, known as Josiah.
What were you doing, dude? That was supposed to be in the... You're supposed to give me a heads up, man.
You want to flex on camera? I'm going to put it in the shot.
I was feeling myself, dog.
You've been working out every week, so you know.
I had a shirt on too, man. Today was a great day.
Yo, but nah, for real. Welcome back, episode 17 of the J&E Comic Cast. How you been, bro? How you been doing?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, man. Today's been a little bit of a not today. This week has been a little bit crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know some of it. You know with my possum and raccoon adventures.
This man went hunting for some.
I didn't go hunting, man. Before he had a PETA up here trying to fight us over something. Nah, we had a little bit of Jay, show the Dr. Pepper can, man. You were just drinking it, man. Dr. Pepper sponsor us, bro. We're giving you free ads.
I just spilled it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude.
Okay, continue.
All right, real quick story time with E. You know, it's kind of, this seems to be like a thing.
New segment.
You know what I mean? Real quick. So we've been doing some repairs, right, at the house, and the other day I heard some noise, so I set up a trap with some peanut butter and marshmallows, and I caught a possum, right?
No,
Thinking cool. You know what?
No, that's Eli.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. I mean, they're ugly. You know, if you've ever seen a possum, they're not attractive. But the little guy was cool. You know, he didn't hiss at me or anything crazy. I went and I took him to a wooded area, and I opened it. He just walked out.
And then he grabbed a sledgehammer and went, bah.
Nah,
bah,
I didn't.
bah.
I didn't. He was chill. He was chill.
You abused the possum.
I might have for this next one though. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm chill. I'm chill, Pete. I'm just joking. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set up another trap just in case the possum wasn't the criminal, you know, in the attic, and maybe it was something else. And I just caught a guy who was just trying to get a free meal. I set up a trap, and I wake up the next day and there's a raccoon in it, a smallish. He was an adult raccoon. So at first I'm like, yo, he's cool. He hasn't been hissing at me. He doesn't seem really aggressive, anything. So I go to grab the cage to put in the back of the truck. And I'm going to take him to the same wooded area I left the possum at. And that's when he started hissing and biting at me. He snapped at me a couple times. Really put the fear of God in me. You know what I mean? And so I had to call somebody to a humane... I forgot the name of the company. Like Humane something. They came out and they switched their raccoon over to their cage. And they were like, yo... I know a lot of places kill it, but we don't. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this guy and let him go on a 40-acre farm. So me and my daughter affectionately named the raccoon Roger. So Roger, you know, you're literally at a better place. You're on a farm somewhere. So
let's be honest.
There's a happy ending.
You have a Chinese place near you.
Yo, chill, bro. Yo. The guy swore he was going to a farm, man.
he's selling the raccoon.
Yo, he had a nice truck, man. So man, you gotta do whatever you gotta do.
You're making that peas off the raccoon.
You gotta do whatever you gotta do.
After Emilio's story time, real quick before we get into this episode, we are gonna be doing DC Fandom live stream. We're hoping to get some merch in before the live stream. The DC Fandom is scheduled for Saturday.
If we would have ordered it last week, Josiah, we would have had it already.
Bro, you didn't even have the idea until I said it today.
Saying, you should have. You could have came up with the idea last week, bro.
That's just true. I didn't think you were really. I didn't look at the merch until I saw it. I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty cool. But we're gonna try to order. We're gonna try to get some in hopefully before the live stream, which is scheduled for October 16th. We're gonna start streaming by 12:45. DC Fandom goes live at 1.
Where are we streaming at?
We will be. What do you mean?
Where?
YouTube. On our YouTube page, J&E Comic Cast.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep.
Click the little bell to get the notifications for when we go live.
We're gonna stream 15 minutes in advance. Do a little Q&A with you guys. So if you guys have any questions you would like to ask us or participate, or curious with how we do our setup and stuff, go ahead and feel free to join ahead of time. Chill, hang out with us, watch DC Fandom with us. We're gonna be trying to watch the entire thing, right?
Yeah,
as much as possible, all 4 hours.
That's the plan. So if you guys see us eating out here, grubbing out,
we could probably order some food,
doing whatever. Yeah, then grab your food, man.
Yeah,
have lunch with us.
Yeah. But this week's episode, we're gonna be talking about the new Venom. We both got to go see it together. Venom 2. We're gonna be talking about the ending
Let There
of
Be Carnage.
What If? Let There Be Carnage. Yeah. The ending of What If. Got to finish that up.
What If was really good.
What If was really good. And then I finally caught up to Star Wars Visions. And you guys are going to get my opinion of that eventually. But to begin this episode off, anything you wanted to add, Emilio, before we continue?
Nah, bro, you pretty much covered everything. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see how this 4-hour live stream is going to go for us.
I think it'll be sort of like this, pretty much. We'll be sitting here. Maybe even like sitting on the couch sometimes if we got to move the mics around, if that's more comfortable.
Depending on DC Fandom was going, I might be laying down on the couch taking a nap. Who knows? You know what I mean?
You'll probably be laying down in that corner. I'll be probably keeping you guys entertained. And then we'll swap out the next 2 hours.
Yeah. It was supposedly...
Depends what we get for lunch, too, on top of that.
Yeah, that's true.
We go to sleep or not.
We're supposed to be getting a new Batman trailer.
This week, right? Or next week?
The Batman with the DC Fandom event.
Oh, we're supposed to get a new trailer?
Yeah, and then next week also drops Injustice.
Yep, that is true. Injustice.
And then I imagine we'll probably get more info on the Titans. What is it? Young Justice? I keep calling it Titans.
Which ones? Titans or Young Justice?
I meant to say Young Justice, not Titans.
Young Justice. We should be getting Titans. A trailer for that because we didn't get a trailer yet, or get a sneak peek of what's gonna consist of or who's gonna be brought up. As you guys know, I just finished the rewatch of the show. Watched season 1 to 3 of the show
for like the 8th time.
For the 8th time, yep.
I haven't watched it.
Just like because episodes. The new season's dropping soon, and I gotta say, looking forward to that new season and what's to come. I would talk about the 3 seasons, but someone here isn't letting me talk about it because he hasn't watched it yet, so I don't want to spoil anything.
Dude, even though it's been out for years.
Yeah,
no spoilers. You know what, man? I'm gonna make it my mission, right? So we don't have a confirmed date for season 4, but what's our
wait, what do you mean? Young Justice?
Yeah, we do.
Season 4 is the October 21st. It comes out.
Oh, okay. So we do have a confirmed date.
Yep.
And so plot. I have what, like a week? What today? The 9th?
You have. Exactly. Oh wait, no. It comes out
like 12 days.
What day comes out? I have it written down on my phone. Let me see here. Oh wait, that's November. That's why it's looking that weird.
Excuse me.
October 21st. Yep. So you have about a week and a half.
You think I can watch the whole thing in a week and a half?
I did the whole thing in 1 week. All 3 seasons.
All right, you know what?
But I was a monster at it. I was watching like 8 episodes a day.
Were you for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. All right,
so,
I'm gonna do my best to at least get through. That's a week and a half. If you did it in a week, I could think of doing a week and a half.
You already saw episode 1 and 2.
But it's like how many episodes per season?
20. So season 1 has 26. Season 2 has 23. And then season 3 has 26. So you're looking at 52 plus 23. You're looking at about 75 episodes. I did it in a week, bro.
Yeah, you are a monster.
I probably did a little bit more, like some days.
Those are insane numbers.
Yeah. But I'm, again, a big fan of the show. I own it on every single possible device you can get it on.
All right, I'll start tonight. I'm gonna have to cut back on my Apex playing.
Well, Apex is dead.
Apex is not dead. I'm gonna have to cut back on my Apex playing.
Well, I can guarantee you when the season 4 drops, no matter what episode or season he's on, I will be talking about it. He'll be wearing earmuffs or earplugs
No,
as I'm talking about it for a few minutes.
I should be caught up by then.
You should.
We should. We gotta get episode, and then if I get caught up by the time episode 4 drops, we're gonna have to. This is gonna be a lot of Young Justice watching for me. We're gonna try to kill episode 4 in that 1 week.
But I think they're gonna drop it 1 episode a week.
Oh, really?
I think it's not gonna be a full on drop. So I think they're gonna do it like how they do
bro.
Titans, and that's how they did all their shows. They
I don't
just
like
drop
when they do that, man.
They just drop an episode a week.
The same thing Marvel did with all their shows.
Yeah,
just throw it all out there, man. Let us watch at our own pace.
I don't know. They haven't said for sure if they're doing it that way, but I've a feeling they're gonna do it that way. In the past, DC Universe has done it that way. They drop an episode a week, but anything can change.
Don't mind me, bro.
You're just flexing out here, bro. You're just flexing for the camera.
I'm not flexing nothing, though, man.
I think you can do it, though. I think you can catch up. Look, okay. Let's do the Mafia. You got...
How many episodes you said?
1 week.
You said, what, about 12 days, right?
You have really... About 20 days, right?
No, 12 days. There's no 20 days. It's 21st.
Yeah.
So 12 days. How many episodes you said?
75. I can tell you exact numbers. Let's get the exact. We're doing math for me. Egghead math.
We're supposed to be talking about.
We were talking. Yo, they're not here for that. They're here for us.
They're here.
They're our viewers. They don't care what we talk about. They love us, right? Tell them, chat. Tell them, viewers. We're loved out here.
They're writing, man. Ain't nobody want to hear what you guys got going on.
This is probably true.
Talking about Venom and Carnage, bro. It's coming, guys. It's coming.
Okay, so 20. So we're at 46 so far. And season 3, I'm pretty sure it was 20.
And what, they average like 20 minutes an episode, roughly?
About 25 minutes. Roughly. 72, yeah, 72.
Right, so divide that by 12?
Divide that by 12. You gotta watch 6 episodes. Literally 6 episodes a day.
Like what? That's like
6
a
times
few hours.
25, 150 minutes.
Divide that by 60.
So that's 2 hours and a half. 2.5
hours.
2.5 hours a day.
I guess that's reasonable. Say goodbye to my sleep. Because I'm pretty busy throughout the day.
You know what? That sounds about right. I probably watched I probably did do it in a week.
It sounds, when you put it like that, 2.5 hours is very doable.
Yeah. It's like watching a movie. Over and over. You'll finish season 1 in 3 days. You'll finish season 2 in about 2.5 days.
Well, and if it's good, I'll probably finish it. I'll probably watch more.
Yeah.
Because I was putting in, I remember when I was watching Batman the animated series, I was putting in work, man. I would watch
they're about 20 minutes on
4
average.
episodes a night.
I would say
Maybe
about
more.
22 minutes on average per episode.
I was waking up, super tired for work the next day. But
Season 1, you're going to love. Season 2 is probably going to feel a little slow for you. And then once you hit season 3, you're going to love it. But season 1 was, to me, my favorite season. But then season 3 is just, the story just got, it had a little better story to it.
hopefully season 4 then blows everything out the water.
Season 4, hopefully it does. Because I heard that one's supposed to be a banger. Like,
Who did you hear from? Somebody that hasn't watched it? So they're just lying?
No. From the creators. So the creators.
I mean, of course they're gonna say it's a.
But
banger,
no.
bro.
What I mean is like the idea. Like they're saying that what they're bringing back. Once you watch, like I can't really get into it to explain what I mean by that. Just the title alone is why I did some research on it. But
bro, what's the name of the title? Just drop the title, bro.
Young Justice Phantom.
Okay, Phantom of the Opera. So they're going to Broadway.
No. I think a little hint. What happened to one of Batman's proteges?
Which one of his? A lot of this happened to a lot of his proteges.
A big series.
Oh, you're speaking on Red Hood.
That's what you think. I think we're gonna get some Red Hood action.
All right. That sounds lit.
And I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna have. So my theories. This is not confirmed. I think we're gonna get. We're gonna do a little bit of DC today.
Yeah, apparently, because we can't run away from it.
No, DC fanboys, not fandom. We're gonna get Dick Grayson.
You know, for a second,
We're gonna get Tim Drake.
I thought you said Thick Grayson. I was like, bro, what? What's wrong with
No, Dick Grayson.
Dick or thick? You animal.
I can't say that one actually.
You gotta bleep that out.
Crap. You're gonna get Tim Drake. You're gonna get Jason Todd returns, and I think you're gonna get some of Damien, all of them, and Batgirl, and all of them together in season 4.
All right, yeah, sounds lit, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
And there's a for sure character being brought into
2.5 hours, man. On top of the other million shows that I gotta watch.
What other shows did I give you to watch?
Oh my god, bro.
I think.
What have I watched this week? I watched Gladiator.
Okay.
Have you watched Gladiator?
No.
I think it came out a long time ago.
Okay.
I watched some comedies.
I'm listening.
I watched. Yeah, you are. We're having puppy issues. So I mean, I guess I've watched everything, but DC. Oh no, I watched What If, and obviously that. So.
Well, I don't want to. I thought you were a DC fan too,
bro. You know, as I like I have to, so that my mind doesn't get worn out from watching one particular thing like 4 or 5 nights straight. I just hop around. I just skip around. So
I can do that if I rewatch stuff a lot. Like if I already rewatch something, then I hop around.
Well, I've watched
if I haven't
times, and I own it, but it's just a really good movie.
But if I haven't watched it,
not for the kids, though, it's rated R. So
if I haven't watched it yet, I can just binge watch the entire thing. I think, I'm having voice cracks. I think when Young Justice season 2 came out, I watched it in 2 nights. I finished it.
Oh, but you were putting in mad hours. Then.
Yeah, I think I watched 10 episodes a day of season 2, and
that's wild, bro.
Yeah,
that's 5 hours.
Yeah, and then when season 3 dropped, if it didn't drop once a week an episode, then I probably could have watched it in one sitting.
So season 3 did drop like that, once a week per episode.
Yeah, but this was on you remember when DC had the DC Universe app where they had comic books and TV shows.
Yeah.
So season 3 originally dropped on that.
That was a year or 2 ago, wasn't it? That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, the show still. It was about 2 years. I would say 2-3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, when they first released on there season 3, that's when they were first released it on. Every episode was every week, so 1 episode a week, and then when season 2 was released, I watched them. They originally were on Netflix, so I seen season 1 on Netflix and season 2 on Netflix. But I think they were originally Cartoon Network, and then DC.
Yeah, I thought it was Channel 11. I mean, it was CW. It was CW was WB, and WB was on Channel 11 in New York.
Yeah, no, it was Cartoon Network that for season 1 and 2 was Cartoon Network. Then DC picked up new writers, and now HBO Max, which is still DC, is taking over. And I think Cartoon Network is taking over as well again. So
maybe they have a joint deal.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, let's get into what we were supposed to really be talking about.
Yes, sir. We are talking about first is Venom. Let There Be Carnage. What before we get into the Easter eggs and everything, what was your opinion about the show, Egg? Or the movie? Sorry, not a show.
I thought the movie was better than the first. I thought the first was pretty good, but I mean overall, I don't think that All right, so I'll give it my official rating first, and I'll just kind of describe why I did it.
Okay.
Why I gave it what I gave it. I gave the movie a 7.5 out of 10. Which I think respectable. Honestly, 5 is trash. Once you get to 7 and up, I think that the movie's a good movie. It's not a masterpiece. You're not gonna go over there and stand up and clap and want to give awards to the movie. But I like the fact that it was only an hour and a half. That's one of the things that I really really liked. And the reason I like that is because I feel like a lot of comic movies now are falling into this trap that their movies need to be these 2 hour plus long epics, and sometimes when that happens is we get a long drawn out story that doesn't need to be long and drawn out. So I like that this was kind of short, fast, to the point. You know, what we're here to see. We're here to see Venom versus Carnage, and we got that. Obviously, the acting in the movie is really great. Though the interaction between Venom and Eddie Brock is hilarious, bro. Like that carried the first one. It carried this one. It was great. The fight scenes were cool. Venom Carnage had some really cool stuff that he did. You know, the one thing I think that I wish I would have liked to see. I think that I would have liked to see the ending be a little
quick. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warnings all around this. We're gonna be nonstop talking about Venom. I think we said that before, but just making sure. Continue. Sorry.
All right. No, we didn't say it before, but all right. I'm glad you said that. You know, so I think the fight could have been a little bit more interesting than it was. You know, I thought it was pretty good though overall, and I like the characters. Obviously, it sets things up for Venom 3, so that's really exciting, and that's something to look forward to. And I'm trying to think, did I have like any major complaints? No. I think the one thing I would have liked to see is you know, the name of the movie is Let There Be Carnage. I would have liked to see Carnage kind of bug out, you know what I mean? Because Cletus Cassidy is a serial murder, and outside of the prison scene, he doesn't. I mean, he kills some people, but outside of the prison scene, he doesn't really go on like a mass murder rampage. And then the scene when he breaks out his girlfriend. Outside of that, you know, he's kind of like more calculated and stuff like that. But outside all those things, I think the movie is great, and I think it does a good job setting up the future. So
yeah,
I'm excited for it. What do you think, Jay?
Me personally, I agree with some stuff with you. That I feel like
Well, what would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I think I would honestly. It was better than the first one. I agree with that 100%. Out of 10, I think I'll give it a 6, 5.5.
Wow.
5.5, 6. I think it's 6. I'm leaning more towards the 6. I'll give it a 6. Reason why is I felt like, for me anyways, this movie should have been longer. You like the hour and a half. I think it should have been a 2-hour movie. I felt like the way I love that how Eddie Brock and Venom were together. I did enjoy that. I feel like there was just certain things that could have been a lot better. Like, for example, the fight scene. That's the final fight scene. I felt that could have been a lot better. I felt like it just ended way too soon. I felt like that when he broke out his girlfriend, I feel like that could have been extended a little bit longer. I'm getting chased. Like, I feel like they just let him get away. So simple. Like, I felt like the chase scene should have been longer, a little bit longer for that. I just felt like all around the movie felt a little rushed. Just a little bit rushed. Not like, oh my gosh, this movie just jumped from beginning to end. It was more of like a little rush. I felt like we could have got I would even take an extra 20 minutes. An extra 20 minutes just for those parts. Just to extend them 5-10 minutes each. I think what could have been better. I did like how it did set up for Venom 3, like we said. Here's my thing. If you guys haven't seen the movie yet, there was an ending credit scene. Spoiler warning. There was an ending credit scene where Venom got pulled into, it looked like the MCU universe, and he saw on his TV, Eddie Brock, better said, and Venom got pulled into the MCU universe. He saw on his TV a picture of Tom Holland being exposed as Spider-Man, or Peter Parker being exposed as Spider-Man.
Big spoiler. Big spoiler.
A big spoiler. And him licking the TV like a desire for Spider-Man. So do you think it's going to be Tom Holland's going to be put in a Venom 3 movie? Or do you think Venom is going to be put into a Spider-Man 4 or 5 or whatever when Venom does a crossover? What are your thoughts on that?
I think we'll go ahead and get the Spider-Man 4 versus a Venom 3. I think Venom 3 is going to focus on Toxin, which if you haven't really read the comic book, Toxin is another symbiote child. I think a symbiote child of Carnage. And I remember correctly because he's like the 1,000th symbiote in their line. He's like they're projecting him to like be like this crazy strong symbiote. So they in the comic book at least, he ends up bonding to a cop named Patrick Mulligan who was in the movie, and Carnage enlists Venom's help to go ahead and try to take out his son, but his son ends up proving too strong anyway, takes him out and decides to fight on the side of justice. So he becomes a good guy. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see that. At the end of the movie, we thought Patrick Mulligan was dead. He was killed by Carnage's. And I'm sorry, I'm dropping off from that end credit scene. I wanted to throw this in there before I forgot. We saw what we thought was Carnage dead. So we don't know if Carnage could come back in the next movie. But we also saw the cop, Patrick Mulligan, die by Carnage's wife or girlfriend. And at the end of the movie, when they show him again, his eyes open and he look like he's bonding to a symbiote. So that's that. So I think that'll probably be Venom 3. We'll be focused more on Toxin, and then I think if they throw, I think this is like a really long shot, but if they throw Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home, I think that'll be bonkers. I think that'll completely
I don't think they should.
Mind.
I think putting him as an ending, like an ending clip, like that's gonna be the next fight leading up to it. But I don't think they should put him like into the movie itself, like have full on scene.
I'm not saying like, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm not saying like in the sense of like, I'm not saying like have him be like a big part of the movie, but I'm saying like kind of like you were saying, like give us another teaser. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Then yeah, I got you. I feel like that's something like what's coming next, right? What's coming next teaser.
Yeah.
I
not at the end, but like you could even have like the Easter egg throughout the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like maybe you have Eddie Brock and Venom looking for Spider-Man, and Spider-Man swinging across them. You know what I mean? And they're just still looking around. You know, like something funny that they could do.
Yeah. Or like Doctor Strange is like this monster. It just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it? Yeah. I agree with that. I feel like it's definitely gonna be something because again, the ending clip here, we see him just staring at the TV with the Daily Bugle, and he worked at the Daily Bugle, didn't he?
I think Eddie Brock did work at the Daily Bugle
in the comics, but in the movie,
I don't remember. I think he did.
I think he was. Didn't he work at the Daily Bugle in the
movie?
He
was a reporter, but I don't know if they name dropped the Daily Bugle.
Okay. I think I
haven't seen the first one.
I think in the magazine it said Daily Bugle with his report. So I think he was at the Daily Bugle at the time, and then I could be wrong.
No, you're right. You know what I'm thinking about? Like, it's going to be interesting as far as how they're going to do it, because let's say, for example, at the end of No Way Home, let's say they resolve the whole multiverse thing, right? Let's say they go ahead and put everybody back where they're supposed to be. Well, then in theory, then he'll go back. Venom will go back to his own universe. Mm-hmm. So,
unless there's a way for them. I don't think they're gonna fix the multiverse. I think we're just gonna have a constant multiverse. I feel like the only way, because that's hard to say. Because if they fix it, what is the whole point of that ending clip in Venom? Like, is he just not gonna, unless he's gonna constantly be looking for Peter and find a way back in Venom 3?
That could be the thing too. You know, it could go so many different routes.
Yeah. So, who knows? Who knows what the MCU is going for? I'm liking the partnership that Marvel and Sony are doing now. I feel like it's a very comic book necessity. So, like, for example, with the games, we're getting a Spider-Man 2 game where it's supposed to be Venom as well and Miles Morales. Now their movies, I know they did a 6-year contract of wanting to continue. I know Sony and Marvel did a 6-year contract of continuing using Spider-Man. I just don't know if that's going to be, if Tom Holland's going to be continue being Spider-Man for 6 years, though.
That'll be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah. But I know they made a 6-year contract to have like a partnership with Spider-Man. I think eventually Disney or Marvel, whatever you want to call it, is gonna end up buying Spider-Man very soon or making like a deal with them, like give us all of the Spider-Man movie rights, you can keep the game rights, because I think they do well with the video games and stuff.
I don't know, man. But Sony literally has no need to do that.
They don't need to sell it.
Yeah, this is like.
Or they keep just doing these contracts because again, Sony's also making Insomniac Games, same company that's making Spider-Man 1 that made Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and now making Spider-Man 2, is also making Wolverine, which Disney owns. So who knows? Maybe they made a contract. I saw something about an Iron Man game being made as well. I don't know if that was just a false leak or whatever, but a new Iron Man game that's apparently supposed to be coming.
That would be fire, bro. And they need to bring back Robert Downey Jr. to do the voice.
That'd be awesome. So who knows? Maybe they made a contract where we split profits. We take care of movies. You take care of video games. So we don't know which route these movies are going or these games are going. I just know Venom. For me, Venom 2 could have been a lot. Just give me about another 20 minutes. Make it an hour and 45 minutes or an hour and a 50-minute movie. And just add a little bit more scenes to like the fighting scenes and a little bit more scenes for the action scenes. All around the movie was good, in my opinion. And I feel like I love how, again, like you said, Eddie Brock and Venom were. I have a feeling we might get that, what you were saying, though, like Spider-Man swinging around and Eddie on the hunt for him. I think that sounds something that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, we won't know, you know what I mean, until we watch the movie now, which is roughly a little over 2 months away. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to.
For a movie that's 2 months away, only giving us one trailer, I feel like we should.
That's how Marvel does it, bro. But I feel like maybe with the Eternals we'll get another one.
Probably. I feel like there's gonna be something linking Eternals to something else. Maybe like.
Yeah, they like to string all their movies together, so I think so too.
I feel like Eternals is gonna link with maybe Shang-Chi. Something with Shang-Chi. Because Shang-Chi linked up. We got to see the ending of Shang-Chi with Captain Marvel and Mark Ruffalo Hawk. And you saw that Mark Ruffalo wasn't Professor Hawk.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. Like, did he lose the ability of becoming Hawk, or now did that Professor Hawk was only a phase? Now it's like, what do you think?
Maybe
thinking about that.
Maybe it was a power of the Infinity Stones that made him revert back after some time.
Yeah.
We don't know, and we won't know until. I mean, maybe they're building the new Avengers too.
That could be it.
And they had to find a way to kind of nerf the Hulk.
Maybe. Yeah. You think we're gonna get another? We're getting another Thor movie. Do you think that's the last Thor movie, or they're gonna continue with it?
I think Chris Hemsworth is young enough where he could continue to make more Thors.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe we could get another 2 Thors, maybe.
I think we're gonna get
6.
I think we're gonna get a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 with
that's
Thor.
Confirmed.
Yeah, with Thor in it, and then we're gonna get Thor: Love and Thunder with Guardians of the Galaxy in it, and then I think we're gonna get another Thor solo movie, and I think we're gonna get another Guardians of the Galaxy solo movie.
I don't think we'll get another Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think that we'll get another Avengers team up before we get another Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Really?
Yeah, well, Guardians of the Galaxy, they're going to have the holiday special, and then they're going to have a movie, so you can kind of consider that 2 more things for them.
Interesting. I feel like, do you think Gamora comes back? You think Gamora's still out there? Or you think she's dead?
She's gone, bro.
But you think this multiverse could bring her? Maybe that's how they bring Gamora back.
Like the OG Gamora?
No, not the OG, but like doppelganger
but
of
they
her.
They did that in Endgame. They brought back Gamora.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna. But like, do you think she's gonna be in the Guardians of the Galaxy? That's what I'm saying. In Volume 3.
Oh yeah. I think so.
Oh, okay. That's all I would have asked.
I think you can't have a Guardians of the Galaxy movie without Gamora.
Yeah. But you don't think it's gonna be their Gamora? You think it's gonna be the doppelganger one from Endgame, like the time Gamora, or the multiverse Gamora?
The time Gamora.
Okay. Hey, who knows? They may bring Robert Pattinson Jr. back to play Iron Man with this multiverse.
You mean Robert?
Who did I say?
Jr.
Robert Downey.
You said
Jr.
Robert Pattinson, dog.
Robert Pattinson is Batman.
The dude from Twilight.
That's supposed to be Batman.
You want Twilight 5, Josiah?
No, I do not. Please don't.
This dude, bro, what's wrong with you today, man?
Well, I don't know. It's something in this Dr. Pepper.
Vic Grayson, Robert Pattinson.
I said
Twilight 5.
I know what I said. I said Richard
Pattinson?
Grayson.
Bro, you got some issues.
I said Richard Grayson.
No, you said Richard. You said Thick Grayson. That's what you
Shut
said.
up. All right.
Twilight 5.
No, please don't. But hey, who knows? All we know is anything's possible when we have what if.
Whatever, Thick Grayson.
Shut up. I can't with you.
I'm gonna call you that all day today.
I know you are. All right, what if? What do you want to talk about this?
What do you want to talk about this? What do you?
Okay,
you know
I always ask you. So
what do you think? What do you think of the overall?
Overall, I love how we got the Guardians of the Multiverse. We got Gamora. We got Doctor Strange, Black Widow, T'Challa, but Star-Lord T'Challa. We had Killmonger. Yeah. Captain Carter and Thor.
Is it Strange Supreme already?
Yeah, I said Doctor Strange, but I didn't say
you know what's crazy? I saw this meme, and this meme is super true. Pull up that picture again. Josiah.
I showed my hacks.
My favorite thing, and I don't know if I could show this. My favorite thing here is that the meme that I saw was that that this is the Guardians of the Multiverse at 100%, and if you remove everybody else except Strange, that's a Guardians of the Multiverse at 99%. Bro, he full carried on that episode. That dude did everything.
That episode, my opinion of that episode, I love that episode. I think that was my favorite episode, to be fair.
I think so too, man. I think the Strange Supreme episode and the top episode, I think, were the other two strongest ones. But this episode was so good, bro. Yeah. So good.
I think this episode was great. I think it was. You know what's crazy? My favorites were this one, the one before that, where Ultron. What if Ultron won? And the Doctor Strange ones. Those were my two.
Oh, that was really good. The what if
Ultron won? Yeah. I think all. I loved how we finally got a completion of the movie or the series. Like,
but real quick, talk about what happened in the episode first.
So in that episode, we got to see it was a continuation of episode 8. What if Ultron won? So Watcher went into a pocket dimension.
The name of this episode was "What if the Watcher broke his oath."
Oh yeah, what if the name of the episode was "What if the Watcher broke his oath?" Watcher went into a pocket dimension. He brought out, like we saw in the screenshot, he brought in Captain Carter from a different multiverse. He brought everyone was from a different universe, which was Captain Carter, like I said, Black Widow. But Black Widow was later on in the episode. His original people that he brought out was Captain Carter, T'Challa, Star-Lord, Killmonger, Thor, Gamora, and Doctor Strange. So we got to see, it was originally them, and then eventually they found Black Widow. But it was all of them from previous episodes, which I loved. Reason why I loved that was because we got finally to see what was the continuation of these episodes.
Yeah, we saw Star-Lord T'Challa fighting Ego, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, and saving Peter Quill. And then finally he brought him up. He told him what happened. He told him that Ultron destroyed a universe. Right? Did he destroy it? He said he destroyed a universe.
He destroyed all life on that universe.
He destroyed all life on that universe, and he was going to do it to all the other multiverses. That they were the only hope to saving the multiverse. Which I was hoping he would fight with them, the Watcher.
He already did enough, bro. He
Yeah,
already
that's
broke his
true.
oath.
Ultron had, like we saw, all the Infinity Stones. He, this picture came out a little blurry. Sorry about that. But he had all the Infinity Stones, and he had Vision. So
The vibranium body.
yeah, the vibranium body. Then, so they all got into a little tussle with Ultron. Doctor Strange did 98% of the work.
99%. That boy
99% of the work. Doctor Strange put a protection spell on everyone for Ultron can't harm them, right? Or damage, or
yeah, he gave him a basic protection.
Yeah,
I guess some kind of protection spell.
he gave him a protection spell. We got to see all of them fighting for. They needed to get the Soul Stone to be able to destroy it, but the device that they had to destroy the Soul Stone was from a different universe, which it didn't work with that Stone from that other universe. Then because of that, now he was missing the Soul Stone, so now they're fighting over the Soul Stone. They run into Black Widow. Black Widow takes the Soul Stone. They explain to Black Widow everything that happened. Captain Carter comes in and is like, hey, there's only 3 other people that you trust, which is probably Clint Barton and the Hawk. And, right? Am I correct?
It could have been Nick Fury, too.
It could have been Nick Fury, too. But there was only 3 other people on one of those, blah, 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 blah. Girl power, all that. Then we got...
That was a pretty cool scene, though, with them fighting Ultron. And
yeah, together, that was good. I can't argue that.
And then they're fighting with the shield, and then they both hit him with the shield at the same time.
That was cool. I like that scene a lot, too. And then they finally... It was the Black Widow from What If Ultron won, and she was the only last survivor after Clint Barton sacrificed himself, and she had
the Zoloft arrow.
The Zoloft arrow. So she shot the Zoloft arrow, and she was like, "This is for you, Clint." Shot the arrow into Ultron. They fought for the body. Ultron and Zoloft were fighting over the body.
With his little voice.
We're fighting over the body. Zoloft took full control of the body, won the fight.
At the same time, my boy Killmonger.
You want to continue?
No, I was just throwing that in there.
Go.
Do you think?
No, finish it. Because I don't remember that one, actually.
All right. Killmonger came, snatched the Infinity Stones, and Zoloft's like, nah, bro, those are my stones. And Killmonger's like, nah, cuz, they mine. So they fighting over them, right? And Strange said, you know what? We were never meant to win. We were meant to just keep them away from the stones. So in his big brainness, he creates a pocket dimension and traps Zoloft in Vision's body, in Ultron's body actually, and Killmonger in the exosuit. In Ultron's exosuit that he wore, they had the stones on, in a pocket dimension. And so you guys understood what he meant. The Watcher pretty much told him this is. I thought this was a really cool scene too. The Watcher pretty much told him, like, bro, they can't escape because it'll cause untold damage throughout the multiverse. Just keep an eye on them, And Strange said, I have time, bro, so that's all I can do. So look at them fighting over the Infinity Stones.
I think this is a really cool scene. It looks like a snow globe.
Yeah, with the whole set of Infinity Stones
in it,
and that's pretty cool. Whole universe. So this was a really crazy scene. Overall, the show, and then he goes and he takes everybody, puts them back into their own timeline. They all kind of get their own resolutions. You know what I mean?
Yep. He rewarded them.
Yeah, in a sense, you know what I mean, because Thor gets to live out his life then with the girl he likes. Who's everybody else's? Yeah, Jane. I think that's her name.
That is her name.
T'Challa. In the universe where Killmonger was taking over Wakanda, obviously there's no more Killmonger, so they get Wakanda back. And the world is saved there. Captain Carter goes back to pretty much the events of the
lead up to the show.
She pretty much goes back to the events of the Winter Soldier movie, but she finds Steve, which she's happy about. Who else gets a happy ending? Natasha gets to go back to a universe where
There, Natasha's missing.
Yeah, where she died.
Yeah.
She was killed by Ant-Man, not Ant-Man, Hank Pym in that universe.
Huh.
So she stops Loki from taking over Earth. Remember?
Yeah.
Who else? T'Challa goes back. I don't remember what T'Challa's resolution was.
Didn't he go back to Wakanda? And he became the Guardians of the Galaxy and Wakanda.
Yeah, and then who are we missing? I feel like we're missing a character.
And then we're missing.
Gamora went back to her time.
Yeah, Gamora went back to her time.
Which we didn't actually. That's one of the things. Like Gamora's story was not explained, so that could be a thing for season 2.
She was wearing what's it called? Thanos armor.
Yeah, and he called it too, Destroyer of Thanos.
Yeah.
So she was, the armor was.
I feel like that's gonna be a season 2.
She had the blade and everything.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a season 2 episode.
Yeah. And Iron Man was alive there too. So.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think that's it. I think that's everyone, right?
I'm gonna have to
look at the pictures. Who are we missing? No, that's everyone. Because Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he watches.
Doctor Strange watches.
He's not now. He's acting.
Thor's with Jane.
Funny. He's a watcher.
Yeah. He might take over for the Watcher. Who knows? Thor ends up with Jane. Gamora goes back to her time, which we never knew what it was. Captain Carter ends up finding Steve again. Black Widow goes into a time where the Avengers lost their Black Widow, their Natasha, so she's now there. T'Challa, I think, went back to what's it called? Wakanda as Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think he becomes the prince again, the Prince of Wakanda, and then Killmonger gets stuck in a pocket dimension with Ultron. So that to me was a really good episode. If you haven't seen that yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. But if you haven't even seen the What If, I think it's something that you should really catch up on. You don't have to have watched the Avengers to be able to enjoy that.
I thought What If was great. Honestly, yeah. I think overall, I think so. This year we got, so far we've gotten 3 or 4 Disney Plus shows.
Yep.
We got What If, we got Loki. You guys see my fingers? What If, Loki. We got WandaVision, and we got
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And I think honestly,
now Visions.
What?
Visions.
That's not a Marvel show.
Oh, we're not counting it. Oh, you said Marvel? Sorry.
Yeah. So we got those 4 Marvel shows. So I think What If is top 2.
For me, What If was number 1. Number 2, I don't know. I would have to say number 2 was Loki. I didn't really like Loki. Then Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then WandaVision.
Wow. Okay.
For me.
I haven't thought about it enough to rank it. But I mean, I guess.
What If is my favorite? That's all I.
What If I think was top 2? You know what? I think What If might be my favorite too.
What If is my favorite, easily. Even though it's a cartoon animation, I don't mind that. But I love the fact that we get different stories of the Avengers.
I think for me, it's
from a different universe that potentially they could bring into the MCU.
Oh, and real quick, just so throw it out there, man. We have not touched on this real quick, but this was the last time that we got Chadwick Boseman playing T'Challa, man. So RP to the boy. You know, this was I think this was like a really cool send off for him. You know
I love how they dedicated the T'Challa episode to him.
Yeah, you know, and I think the one thing that I really liked about the show is that all the other characters in some way, shape, or form were changed from what they were originally, and though they changed the Black Panther from being, they made him Star-Lord. Even with all of that, he was still the same person. You know what I mean?
He was still the Black Panther.
Yeah, he was still. Yeah, you know what I mean. He was still cool. So I thought that was really cool. I think the one thing I liked real quick about the episode was I liked how it tied up a lot of things, and honestly, I thought it tied up all the things. Because I think the episode with Black Panther, we were worried about Ego,
yep.
Right? We were worried about Loki taking over Earth in the episode with Nick Fury, when Natasha died.
Yep.
The Captain Carter thing, we were kind of
was that the same universe?
Back. Where?
That was the same multiverse when Natasha died. Because then Natasha died, Iron Man died.
Yeah, that was the same one.
But Iron Man wasn't there, right?
No, hey, Iron Man was dead, bro. Remember?
Who was there? It was Captain Marvel,
Captain America, and now Natasha and Nick Fury. It wasn't. Remember, he called in for Captain Marvel.
I got you. Yep.
So that we solved that. Obviously, Thor's got resolved because it took out Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of the other episodes. Oh, we got a little bit of Marvel Zombies, but we don't know. So pretty much the point I'm trying to make is that I thought everything was resolved. And I was talking to my cousin who were trying to get on the show today, but we couldn't because he had to work. But he was like, "Bro, they never resolved the zombies, so we might be these zombies because we never saw Spiderman, we never saw Ant-Man again. We don't know what happened with them at the end of Zombies." And I feel like there was something else that he mentioned that he made a really good point about.
That wasn't resolved. I think what else wasn't resolved was the Eagle got resolved. We didn't get Killmonger got resolved. What was the first episode? What if
Captain Carter?
Yeah,
so that did get resolved. So it was pretty much zombies. So pretty much we have zombies that can go into the next season.
How did Thor's episode end?
With Vision, Voltron walking through the portal, remember?
Oh, that's how the...
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was the only one that didn't get resolved, the zombie.
Yeah, so we still have the Hogamore story, the zombies. So they have things that they could definitely talk about in season 2. So overall, though, I think the show was crazy good, man. I was really impressed with how they ended it. It was kind of frustrating to get all these cliffhangers for all these episodes, and then get all these clips for all these episodes, and then for it to the last episode to kind of wrap things up like this.
Yeah. Visions, Star Wars Visions. I didn't like it.
Okay, that's fair.
I did not like. Only episode I've liked was episode 1. Other than that, it fell completely off for me after that.
Well, you know that, I don't know if you know, but all the episodes, or not all the episodes, different studios made different episodes, so it wasn't one coherent story.
Okay.
Which I think kind of like...
Yeah, I knew it wasn't
cool
one
in a way, you know what I mean?
coherent story, but...
And then also kind of like maybe heard it. I think some of the episodes were kind of like stuff that we've seen, you know what I mean? Like the last episode was like the Jedi turning evil out of love, you know what I mean? To save the princess.
Anakin.
Remember? Yeah, so that was kind of like an Anakin throwback.
To me, I felt like
the one Robot Jedi episode I think was kind of dumb.
I didn't like the twin episode. I didn't really care for that one, and I felt like
was okay.
The episode that I was looking forward to the most was the bride one.
I thought that one was pretty cool.
I thought it needed a better fight scene. It was some
episodes were really short.
Yeah, I felt like it could have been a lot better. The show itself, I felt like it was just something that I was overly hyped and looking forward to or expected more from than they gave. But for me personally, I didn't care for it. I liked episode 1. Episode 1 was a cool episode, but other than that, I got nothing for you. That's just my opinion on it.
So a 1 out of 10, just what would you give the whole show?
How many episodes was it?
9.
So minus an 8, so 2.
Wow.
Because all 8 except for that one episode, I hate it. So a 2.
I don't remember all the episodes. The first one was good.
That tells you.
The one with the twins. The one with the twins was bad. No, the one with the twins was okay. It wasn't terrible. First episode was really good. The one where they fought the old man. That one could have been.
What about the guitar one?
That was episode 2. I did not like that one.
That one was garbage. I think that was the worst one.
The Ninth Jedi, I thought that one was cool. Where the old man was, or that was trying to restart the Jedi Order, and they go to the planet, and the kid shows up, and they're really all stiff trying to kill all the Jedi. That was a cool episode with a cool fight scene, and that was pretty cool. I think it was a cool concept with the lightsaber. You know that the dad from that episode, the one who built the lightsabers, you know that he was played by the same actor that did a Shang-Chi.
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah, I did. I think I did tell you that.
You told me that.
So I thought it was a really cool thing, though. That he made the lightsaber blades, have no color.
Yeah.
Until the Jedi or the Sith grabbed them, and then they chained it. That was a pretty cool thing. A pretty cool concept.
I just think episode
That
one's
episode was really
fight.
good.
I think the episode 1 should have been like last episode, because I think it put a hype, and then it was a letdown.
The Ninth Jedi, the last episode 9. The episode with the wedding was good, and then the first episode.
So what do you give it all?
Wait, so what did it say?
1 out of 10.
Ninth Jedi. No, the Ninth Jedi. Episode with the bride. Old man. Episode 1. I feel like this is an episode that I thought was okay and missed. 4?
The twin?
No.
You didn't like the twin. You didn't like the...
Didn't like the twins. Didn't like the...
The bride?
It was okay. I think I mentioned the bride. Didn't like the twins. Didn't like the song one. Didn't like...
The song one was so dumb.
You know what the episode I thought was pretty cool? The one with like the girl that looked like a bunny. Lop and something.
Okay.
That one wasn't bad either.
I didn't like...
I'd give the show...
What do you give the show?
I'd give overall... I'd give it a solid 7 to 7.5. I thought some of the stories were really creative.
What did you give Venom Let There Be Carnage?
7.5.
You said it's equal to Venom Let
Yes.
There Be Carnage?
Yeah. So I give the show. I'd give the show a 7.
This man is
I'd give the show
out of his butthole right
Josiah,
now.
bro. You said bro. Guys, I'm sorry. So 7 to 7.5. All right. Some of the stories were really good, like really, really good. The duel was crazy. The visual on it, crazy. We talked about that. Ninth Jedi, fire. I like the Ninth Jedi. The one where the Anakin like character turned, I thought that one was pretty good. I thought it was okay. I kind of saw that coming. What was the other one that I talked about? The Bride. I thought the Bride was good. I thought the one with the bunny was...
Bride was not good.
The one with the bunny I thought was fine. The old man one was fine. The song one, I don't never bring it up again.
That's the thing. How you saying
I don't want to talk about that, bro. But I have to take into account the whole. There's things about Venom I didn't like.
A 7.5,
bro. There's things about Venom I didn't like. I think the show was pretty good and has a lot of promise. I enjoyed the Ninth Jedi episode a lot. Maybe it's different because, like for me, I like Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars fan.
But I am a Star Wars fan.
I'm gonna say you're a Star Wars poser.
What?
Maybe that's the difference. Maybe the Star Wars Visions was too big brain for you. You couldn't comprehend the concept.
You know what? Show. You're used to bad graphics and bad visuals. You and your PS4 can get out of here. Don't want to set up a PS5. Don't want to set up a new TV. You can get out of here. Go play your PS2.
Josiah, what's up with all this hostility?
Bro, that disrespect.
What does it matter with you?
Disrespected me.
You've been angry all day, Josiah. Who hurt you?
You did.
Guys, episode over, man.
Nah, bro. Fine. I'll be nice. I'll give it a 3.
Okay. You know what, Josiah? That's all I ask, man.
I'll be nice. I'll give it a 3. You know what? If it means saving our friendship, I'll give it a 3.
I think all right.
Other than that, I don't give a crap.
All right. I think that they could take certain aspects of the show, like certain episodes, and make it into a full-fledged series, and I'd be happy with. Like, if we get the full story of the guy from the duel. Like
100%.
I'd 100% watch that.
100%.
I'd 100% watch the Ninth Jedi story as well. I think that has a lot of promise. The Bride one, I think the Bride one is done. I don't need to see the Bride one.
The Bride one was so
and the one with the one with the old man, I think that has promise too. So, because obviously we have no idea where the old man came from, what his purpose was. Bro, my hair's crazy too.
I need a haircut.
So
continue.
So, you know what I mean? So I think like that would be pretty interesting to watch.
All right. I am okay. I can't judge you for your opinion. I can only judge you for not watching certain things and then giving your opinion.
Yeah, and not setting certain things up.
Exactly. I am hurt. You really hurt me with that disrespect here.
I'm sorry, bro.
I don't even want to continue. You know what? You do the outro if anything.
Guys, man, me and Jay will be fine. All right, episode over.
I don't know about this one.
Yo,
we might not be getting a live stream next week.
Yo, it's okay. Stay tuned. All right, we'll be back next week, 12:45 p.m.
EST.
Yep, EST on Saturday. So it's gonna be a different schedule. We'll be live streaming the whole 4 hours.
I don't know if I want to sit with you for 4 hours.
We'll be live streaming the whole 4. I'll buy you lunch.
You know what? We'll sit for 4 hours.
We're good, man.
We good.
We'll be live streaming the whole 4 hours.
Handshake
of the DC fandom. Hang out with us. Bring your lunch. Bring your food.
We might play some video games on stream. That's a possibility.
We should do that, bro.
We could probably throw some video games on.
We should do that.
I can set up a scene. I've got it. We'll probably set up some video games on stream.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah. You come hang out with us. Hang out with us.
We're just gonna be
for 4 hours, man. We'll be bugging out.
Who knows? The DC fandom might be like, we're taking a 30-minute vid. That 30 minutes, we might just hop on Apex or something.
Yeah. Try to get a dub real quick.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next week on Saturday. Remember Saturday. You guys know, same place, not same time, but same channel. Check us out on YouTube. Have a great week, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Episode 17 in the books, man. Me and Jay, man, we are out.
See ya.
Peace.